Happy Thursday, March 21st, 2024, 7:42 a.m. And I am actually leaving my house. Like, not in my car. What's going on, guys? How you doing? It flurried last night. So, there is a sprinkling of frost or something on everything. Look at the car. Did I lock my door? Yes, I locked my door. Plug your ears. Plug your ears. I forewarned you. That's annoying. I hate that sound. The sound of scraping the window against windshield wiper. So I am not going to stop and start this today 5 times. So whatever we get, we get. And you'll let me know. I guess. I don't know. It is 25 degrees in Albany, New York. I have my Carhartt in the back. And a sweater at work. So I'll be good. Carhartt, sponsor me. That would be awesome. Or any fertility thing. Sponsor me. That would also be equally awesome. That is gross. For the taxes that we pay in Albany, New York, it would be beautiful if the garbage men could actually get the garbage into the garbage cans. I'm just saying, I am not criticizing. I just think it would be nice to not have garbage flying everywhere. But whatever. That's my opinion, but who am I? Oh yeah, that's right, I'm a taxpayer whose assessment went up $75,000, and yeah. So according to the city of Albany, our house is worth $250,000. Where is that $250,000? Thanks, dude. Where's that $250,000? Because I can guarantee you, if I put my house on the market right now, as it is, no one's spending $250,000 on my house. Wouldn't happen. Wouldn't even get close to that number. And it's because, alright, so the reason our house is assessed more than the other houses on the street is because it's the only all brick house on the street. Yep. When my mom's Nana's house, so her grandma's house, because I explained this already, it goes, my grandpa built our house, then to the right of it was a house that they lived in when they were first married and building their houses. It's 2-family. And then the house next door to that was, my mom, my grandpa's, and his brothers and sisters' mom's house. So that house is also a 2-family. Also has a 3-car garage with an attic space on top of the garage, like a loft space to store things. And then it's open though. It's not like it's closed and you can rent it out or whatever. But then she also has a full Italian working kitchen in the basement. So, but her house is assessed lower than ours. Our basement isn't finished. If it rains too much, and if the line is backed up, like 1 year before we rebuilt the garage, I could swim in my basement. Like, literally, I could swim in my basement. Like, shallow end, but still. So, we're going to see how this is going to play out. Because this mirror, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these people in politics. They don't want to help. I mean, whatever. Like, it's sad because I loved when I saw my first Broadway show when I was working at my employment now. But I mean, it was years ago. And I loved it. I loved going to Broadway. I loved walking around the city. I mean, it was on, Yankee trails. But I loved it. I had so much fun. It was amazing. Like, it was one of the most beautiful experiences because, A, it was Phantom of the Opera. B, it was just, like, beautiful. Like, being in a Broadway theater and, like, the seats that my mom had gotten were just like perfection. And like, I'm sad to think that I might never want to go to Manhattan and Broadway again. I mean, that's the day that I met the Duff. What's her name? Julia Duffy? Karen Duffy? The chick that was on MTV. And blah, 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 Ace Ventura. Model, actress. She was doing a commercial in Manhattan, in front of the big screen where it's like a V. And I think that's Times Square, I'm not sure. Like, the whole thing confuses me. Like, the whole demographic and what's what and what everything is called. But, like, I was the only person who had the balls to ask her security guard or whoever, like, hey, do you think that she would mind, like, signing an autograph for me? Like, and she was wicked cool, like, and that is where I met this chick, Tina, at Hard Rock Cafe, because there was a diner there that I think I told this story too, that wanted like $10 for french fries, but it also had cloth napkins and cloth tablecloths. Because some diners will have like the paper tablecloths, that just surround it. Yeah. So I was like, you can go F yourself. No, that was a different day. That was the Broadway. The day that I met Tina was when I went with a friend of mine. We'll call him a friend, who's not a very nice person, who I don't think I will ever see again, who conned a lot of people, and yeah. and who used me for whatever he could get. Just like my father and my mom. We went for a car show. And it was my first time in a taxi, at a New York City taxi, which was fun. And then he went to seminary school in Manhattan. First of all, let me tell you, Macy's in Manhattan is not all that. It is crowded, it is gross, it is not even worth walking into. But there's this cigar place that he used to go to, and they hand roll cigars there, and you can sit there and hang out. Like, it's literally the size of like a closet almost. Like, it's not even like, I mean, it's a decent size for a New York City store. Like, it's no bigger than a gas station, but elongated, not wide. And there were like 2 chairs, and like the guys there were so nice, and they let me sit down, and they're hand rolling cigars like right there. It was so cool. And there was like a little, bodega, a couple things down, and I was searching. It was the cheapest freaking bodega. I was so surprised. Like, a Snapple cost like 99 cents. Like, straight 99 cents. And he was like, oh, you want me to go for you? I was like, bro, I'm good. And the only other thing I wanted to do, I wanted to find a salon and get my eyebrows done. The only places where, like, they had stuff like that were like, oh, come get your eyebrows done, come to the second. No. Like, so there are, like, really nice parts mixed with really crappy parts. It's so weird. But, yeah. So, that is my radio. I am not trying to steal music. I am driving to work. I am not trying to copyright or steal or take any music. I am listening to Pix 106 because I just realized how loud it was. But yeah, that's where I met my friend Tina now, is with that, and that is where it was $10 in a diner for french fries. Yep. Yep-a-roo. Yeah, so I like going to the city. I like those little, moments, especially when I don't have to drive. Because I know, like, if we ever drove to the city, I would be driving. Like, it was me, my mom, and her friends. And I hate the tunnels. Like, when you go into the city and you have to go through the tunnels, like, to think that you're underwater, like, is scary as hell. Like, okay, what if there's, like, a crack all of a sudden, and, like, this is it. So, like, we start going under we start going through the tunnels. I'm like, hold your breath. And I, like, held my breath for the whole time we were, like, going through. Because I'm not even playing with that. Like, it's scary. But I'm a chicken who's afraid of dying. So, go figure. All emo and woe is me and have moments of unaliving and thoughts, and yeah, I'm afraid of dying. Contradiction in terms. So today is Mental Health Day. is when the psychiatric center here, CDPC, Capital District Psychiatric Center, brings in people, like long-term patients, some short-terms. There are people who are never getting out for whatever reason. It's sad. Like, there's this one old guy who has been in there for years, probably, and he shuffles. Like, he's probably been in there since, like, they started, like, different treatments. And it's sad. Like, he makes me cry when he comes in. But I don't think he's coming in anymore. I think, he was either released or, I don't know. It's sad to see some of the people that come in from there, though, because I look at them and I'm like, how did I not end up like that? And when you say at CDPC, like, CDPC is like a dumping ground. Like, they have a crisis center, and it's kind of like the holding station. Also, if you're being transported to, like, Four Winds, which is a psychiatric inpatient in Saratoga. It's actually really nice, but they can be assholey. Like, you can't go outside unless you have a nurse with you and stuff like that. Like, it's ridiculous. That's one of the holding places to be transported. I think that might be the only place. I'm not sure. But CDPC are, I think, lifers. And then Marcy is, I forget where Marcy is. I've been there a couple times to pick up an inmate. Inmates. And that's psychiatric ward center for hospital for inmates. And that place is weird. Like, I don't know. Like, the inmates don't go there to get better. They go there to get over. It's a short-term fix. And it's not just state inmates, it's for county inmates also. We had one chick we picked up. She was basically catatonic, and her muscles were basically atrophied almost. Like, she just stiffened her muscles and she wouldn't move, like, but they deemed her healthy. They also don't wash your uniform. Like what you go there with, it gets put in property and does not see the light of day until you get picked up and you have to put that on. And it's so sad, like, to transport somebody like that. Because they, like, I don't know. I think that's back when I actually cared. I wish I didn't care, you know? There are still people I think about. Cases I still think about. They make me sad. And they break my heart and everything else. But the job, you know. Anywho, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Remember, be you, and don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough, because you're bleeping awesome. And you can do anything in this world that you want to do. Just please don't make it illegal or hurt people. Please. Other than that, I have no requirements. Don't hurt yourself, don't hurt other people, and don't make it illegal, because then you'll be in jail or prison. Unless you're in New York State. Remember, for all of you who don't think you're a good person, you are. And this world is a better place with you in it. And I believe in you. I promise. Have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.